Coming up on the Lakeside Loop, the new art club begins, the band marches across the East Coast, and a student gets the opportunity to participate in Miss America's Teen. The Loop starts now. Welcome back to the Lakeside Loop. I'm Kayla Bolt.
And I'm Natalie Pop. Many new clubs are starting up this year with a growing student body, one of them being Art Club. Students participating in this club get an extra chance to work on their skills while making new friends in the process. Cassidy Terpstra tells us more about this new club.
The art club was started last year by a group of senior girls. What's cool about art club to me is the fact that I get to make art, which I love, with all the people I care about, my friends, teachers, and then I get to make some really beautiful things. Art Club was started to bring together people who love art and create a community for it. Art Club meets every Monday from 3:10 to 4 o'clock. We talk about possible fundraisers, projects, little portfolio reviews that other teachers or colleges may have, and just for us to work on our own projects. I think people should join Art Club because then you can have a sense of community that's very welcoming and learn to draw better or be better at art. If you want to join Art Club, I would recommend reaching out to myself, Ms. Hepner, or reaching out to Minna Kesting or McKenna Biddorf. One of my favorite things about art is the end result, because the beginning can be really rough trying to see the end vision, but once you get to that end, it's amazing.
Sounds like a lot of fun. If you have any interest in joining Art Club this year, talk to Ms. Hepner. Now it's time for a brand new trivia segment. See how well you do.
Everyone has a unique way they can display their God-given talents. One student recently competed to win the title of Miss Wisconsin's Teen, and later went into the running for Miss America's Teen. Natalie Pop gives us an insight into this special experience.
The first runner-up is Miss River City Teen, Ruby Marty. Natalie Pop is Capital City, is now Miss Wisconsin's Teen.
It was on June 20th I was crowned Miss Wisconsin's Teen. I've been competing in the Miss America organization for over 3 years. So it was a long time coming, but I was able to now be the state representative and head on to the Miss America's Teen competition. Yeah, so you spent a week, and it was in New Berlin, Wisconsin. I was able to compete in talent, interview, on-stage question, fitness, and evening gown, and I was able to win Miss Wisconsin's Teen. Yeah, so I left on August 29th and I went down to Florida, and I was there for around 10 days, and I competed in preliminary competitions, talent, and then the final competition. And I was there to represent Wisconsin at Miss America's Teen. It happens once a year, and it's an amazing opportunity to represent the state of Wisconsin and meet all the girls all across the country. To the On Tuesday, I had the Miss America's Teen preliminary competition where I competed in on-stage question, fitness, and evening gown.
61% of people have a direct family member who's a veteran, but every single person knows a veteran, whether it's a family friend or someone in your community. The greatest responsibility we have is hearing their story.
And then Saturday was the teen final competition, and Sunday was the Miss America final competition.
Congratulations, Natalie. Now, over to sports.
Hello, I'm Sam Garcia.
And I'm Caitlin Starkenberg, filling in for Samantha Lunger. Welcome to the fastest news in sports.
On Tuesday night, the Lady Warriors took on the L-Cats, but before the first serve could happen, the Lady Warriors were preparing for the matchup. We caught up with Coach Crockless to learn about how the Lady Warriors get ready for their crosstown battle.
I think the way that we approach our season is that every game is important. So this one doesn't have any more importance or less importance than any other game. So every day is a new opportunity for us to learn, for us to keep growing, and that's what's most important. Not even necessarily the win or the loss, it's just, are we growing and learning with every match that we have?
The Lady Warriors certainly train hard. Samantha had an opportunity to catch up with a few players before the game.
So Molly plays an interesting spot. Tell us what it's like to be a libero.
Being a libero means you're on the court mostly all the time. So you need to have the characteristics of being like very supportive and energetic on the court. And you give so much energy to your team, so you always need to be positive.
When the action got underway, the L-Cats edged out the Warriors and grabbed the first 2 sets. But the Lady Warriors showed grit and determination, getting the 3rd set victory. However, the L-Cats regrouped and closed out the match, winning 4 sets to 1. After the game, we had a chance to talk with Coach Crockless.
We're trying to improve on scoring, and I think we did a good job with that. So Bree Daly actually had her career high of 21 kills. That was awesome. In practice, we've been working on blocking, so Brooklyn had some great blocks tonight. So it's great to see those types of things in a match and play out in a match when you've been practicing them so much in practice.
Even in defeat, the Lady Warriors demonstrated resilience and growth, something their coaches and fans noticed. Some future Warriors were in the stands for the big game and had this to say.
You tried your best. Yeah, keep trying. I'm Sally. You got it next time.
And that's time.
This year, the Loop is starting a new segment, In the Classroom with Gus. In this segment, you'll get a chance to get a closer look at some of the classrooms here at school. Let's go see what classroom Gus is in today.
He's Skylar, and he's Gus. It's In the Classroom with Gus.
Welcome to In the Classroom with Gus. Today, we're in the woodshop, where students were building photo booths to prepare for homecoming next week.
Photo booths? Back in my day, you didn't have photo booths. If you wanted your picture taken, you had to sit there for 3 hours as somebody took it.
Students will pose with their friends at these booths over homecoming week and make memories.
Mercy me, look at all these tools. Back in my day, we didn't have tools. We just banged 2 pieces of wood together until they stuck, and then we called it carpentry.
Well, Gus, these students are using real tools, like drills and skill saws. And they're learning teamwork, design, and craftsmanship. It's all part of creating something special for our school community. Here's what the Woods teacher, Mr. Casper, had to say about this project.
So the students working are in construction trades, and that is the class where it's all about problem solving. We are tasked with trying to build 2 different frames, one of them for the banners and one of them for the pictures, for the photo booths. These guys are used to the idea of problem solving, so this was sort of a fun task for them.
Say, if you need someone to try out these photo booths, I've been told I photograph like a movie star. They don't call me Hollywood Gus for nothing.
That's all for today's visit. This has been In the Classroom
with Gus.
Lakeside recently won the WIAA Award of Excellence. This award is given to schools to recognize the efforts and achievements of schools in the areas of sportsmanship, ethics, integrity, leadership, character, and administrative accomplishment. Great job, Warriors. Now, it's teacher time.
Teacher time, teacher time, teacher time with Molly Kalma.
Why was the computer cold in class? Because it left its windows open, which is something the new English teacher can't do because she got a room with no windows. Today on Teacher Time, we will be interviewing Mrs. Grunholz, the new English teacher.
What is one cool talent you have that is unrelated to teaching?
With drama, I've been in a couple of musicals. I enjoy dancing.
What is your favorite thing about teaching at Lakeside?
I love having deeper conversations about things that we read in class or things that we study. But I think it all comes back to the fact that I get to, talk about Jesus every single day with high school kids. So that's really exciting for me.
What is the biggest change from your old school to Lakeside?
Well, my old school, I would say, I think just as I was moving, I think we probably had about 50 kids in our school. And so coming to Lakeside, where we're, over 500 students, I would say that'll be a big change.
What made you want to become a teacher?
I have to go back to probably the answer that everyone says. I had some amazing teachers in my life that inspired me to become a teacher.
Why do you like dogs so much?
I'm allergic to cats, so that's why I don't have any cats.
If you had the ability to silence your students completely, how often would you use it? Be honest.
To silence my students? I don't, we're still in that phase where we're like getting to know each other, so I have not had to silence them very often, but I think I probably speak for all teachers right now that anytime you mumble the word 6, 7 in your class, they seem to, completely lose their minds. That would probably be a time when I would prefer to silence them.
And now for the speed round. Favorite dessert?
Cheesecake.
How many dogs do you have?
2.
Favorite holiday?
4th of July.
Favorite color?
Red.
Favorite summertime activity?
Swimming.
Favorite author?
Alan Gratz.
This past summer, the Warrior Band went to all sorts of places on the East Coast, performing in parades and touring various spots. Recently, they got another chance to show their hard work in the Gamete Lakeside Parade in Jefferson. Violet Larson gives us more details.
The band rotates between 4 different trips that they go on, and this year was one of our biggest trips that we haven't done in a really long time. So we went over to the East Coast and up through Canada. So we started on Canada Day doing 2 parades there, and all the people there loved us. And then we dipped back down into the US through New York and Niagara Falls, through like New England and Rhode Island and Maryland. And then after that, we went to New York City for some sightseeing, which was definitely a big highlight of the trip for a bunch of people. We got to go to Wicked on Broadway, which was actually one of the coolest things I think I've probably ever seen. And then we went up into Maine, which is where we did one of the most interesting parades that we did this summer. We have called it the Moxie Monsoon, because it was torrentially raining the entire time we were marching. And even though we were marching in inches of rain at some point and inches of like standing water, it was still a blast. Yeah, we got to participate on the 4th of July in the oldest 4th of July parade and celebration in the entire world, which was actually really cool. They paint the middle line of the street, a blue line on one side and a red line on one side of the entire parade route. The crowds at that parade were absolutely insane. So this fall we participated in the Gamete Lakeside Days parade, which we do every single year, and it's in Jefferson as part of their German festival, which is a really cool parade because there's a bunch of Lakeside families there or Lakeside Band alumni there who are just excited to see us, and the crowd is pretty good there, so it's really fun. Any 8th grader who plays an instrument should totally think about doing summer band, because most of my close friends I found in summer band, and we get to spend the whole summer together.
What an amazing opportunity to show the musical talents God has given many students here at Lakeside.
Now you're in the loop. I'm Kayla Bolt.
And I'm Natalie Pop. Thanks for watching, and God bless.